All right. It seems that I have finally gotten all these piplings doing the things they were supposed to be doing, which is not digging out a whole bunch of hemp leaves from the forest, despite the fact that the doctor and their plague mask was just over here, no doubt making them feel like that's what they needed to do. No. We need to gather all of these fruit, and we need these fruit in order to go ahead and make seeds. Yes? Let me see it. Yes. I love these seed extractors. We should probably actually go ahead and put one down somewhere around here, but like exactly where and exactly what, by gosh, that's gonna take me a second to think about, because hey, we need to be doing grapes over here. Thank you very much. And grapes over here as well. Good job, Larkspring. Good job, Mandalorian. But yes, so the many tasks that I now have facing me as Elder are indeed making me pull upon my beard and ponder. What was I doing? Keeping the village alive. That's a good baseline, yes? Also a good baseline because I recall a concern that we may not have enough bread to go ahead and eat. And would you look at that? A lovely little update has made it so that now you can tell at a glance if you are making more than you are eating. So we're making more soft bread than we are currently using. We are making more of the, Yes, I guess there's not really, I can't think of a way to turn chicken fruit into meatballs without it being obvious it's meatballs. But yes, we have more of well, we don't even have any beans, so I can't pretend it's beans. All right, look, we have got more of the, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one. The meatballs for the buy your cheese class. Let's see. We're getting a lot of berries. We are using up our tomatoes. We are finally using up some of our eggs and finally gaining some eggs as well. Kind of egg amazing, I would say. It's taken us a long time to be able to even make a dent on our egg population. Let's see. And actually, we are making a dent. What the heck? That's so interesting. I guess I could go ahead and I could like add in more chickens now that we have the seed extractors, and so we can make more seeds. But we will have to ponder that, and if we have to survive off of the egg water that our mini glop gloop makers like Dino Dave, Northheart, Lana Melts, and I'm pretty sure we've got more glop glooping going on up here, right? Yes, there you are, Ren, there you are. And I think we're building another glop glooper here. Ah, yes. Water. Yeah, if we're gonna build more bakeries and everything else, we're gonna need more water. So actually, I'm gonna pull these pips off of sharing the table of friendship and hard bread, which gives me a bazillion and a half pips to, honestly, all of you should maybe have a little bit more instinct on what to do on your own. But since they don't, we will do what we can to help our piplings with being able to survive and endure the coming days. All right, so need more water. For sure, that's going to be something of critical importance now that we are filling up our glop gloop, now that we are going ahead and we are indeed, like, I guess we can bathe, using the water to bathe, and oh goodness, and if I seem a bit distracted, I'm still rubbing the sleep from my eyes, so just don't mind me, I'm catching up, Let's see, no stonemasons for that. So I might need to train more stonemasons for when we need stone. Doing really good on stone right now, actually. Nice. And then, let's see. We have our wood harvester here. And then, ooh, we could have a really good rock harvest up here if I move the stonemason there. Let's see. We were going to be putting a bakery here. I am literally rubbing the sleep from my eyes and sipping my coffee while staring at the sunrise. So I'm contemplating how I have these things called notes in front of me right now. I should probably use them so that I know what I'm doing. But I remember bread, because I want to eat bread for breakfast at some point in a little bit here. So I do recall that we were going to put a bakery right here, and we need a cobblestone path to a dwelling. So we are going to put a dwelling right. Okay, it's gonna have to be a little dwelling. We were going to put a little dwelling on some cobblestone over here. There we go. So we'll get that installed. And then we definitely need a lot more than just one more well, if we are going to be able to, you know, keep everybody alive and happy. Let's see. And also, like, we need watchers for each well we put down, right? Whoa, we can put wells on. Okay, wow. Well, now I know where I'm gonna put them. I thought I had to put the wells down on like I don't know, ground, but I guess we can put the wells next to our lakes. So finally I have something to do with these areas. Excellent, excellent. I knew that it would pay off to go ahead and like kick the water gods in the face by going ahead and claiming their land with planks. All right, let's see. So we can put down a few of the normal wells for now. And then as time goes on, we can go ahead and upgrade those or remove those depending on our needs. And excellent. Excellent. Good. See, it's important to be able to start thinking of these things, especially because we're about to have a whole set of days of calamities, because we have got a fearful calamity, then a sickness, then we have a cold, then we have a cataclysm, then we have a cold again. So we need to be ready with this hearth as well. Do we have the blankets blanketing? We do. We have a lot of blankets, so I think we'll be okay there. Excellent. All right, good. Wow, we have so many pips. Also, with that cataclysming right over our shoulders, where's my hippie? There you are, Megan. If you could come over here and sacrifice a few of the flowers, that boy, I wish we had collected more of those before now. And the copper ore bars to the nature god, that would be delightful. Just to make sure that we, like, settle that before it really becomes an issue. And, excellent. There's so much to do and so much going on. It just really takes my breath away. All right, let's go ahead and maybe put in some more wells for now, because I'm really worried about that situation. And even if we just have to take them down later, better to have excess wells that we can go ahead and get some water from, and maybe even like just really focus on harvesting a ton of water than to run out. All right, so I'm gonna need a couple watchers for those ones. And then I guess I can have people start working on the bakery over here, because gosh darn, if we are going to let the only bakeries in town mostly have to focus on taking care of our buy your cheese class. Whew, okay, let's see. And then, yes, I do have people making the fabric out of the hemp. Good. And we're kind of interestingly going to need to work with the hemp part of things. Good. We've got glop gloop makers over here. Wow, this place is kind of messy, but you know what? The spirit is there at least. Oh, and we actually don't have as much paper because the paper mill's flooded and the bookmakers used up a ton of the paper. Who's using up my book? Oh, the school? Because the school is being trained right now? Yes, Wistyfish, that's right. Wistyfish is currently being our scholar. And I guess, can we train somebody in being a brewer? No, because we don't have any idle buy your cheese class. I think we just had a baby. Yes, we did. Somewhere. Ah, over here. I found him. Oh, and we haven't named this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will name this little pipling, because it is important to make sure, for the luck of the village, that we don't leave these itty-bitties without the names of the patrons who make all of these adventures possible. So, Raging, Riptide, Riptid. You know, that's a good name. I like how, because we can't really fit anything else in, that's kind of like a variation of a name, kind of like when people name children after others. Sometimes those kids just have a variation of a name instead of the actual name. All right, well, I'm sure we were going to be doing a bazillion and a half other things, but gosh darn if I can remember right now. So I might as well have the piplings take care of making a couple more piplings. Always a good idea until we run out of food. You know, and now I'm worried about the food thing. So maybe I'll go ahead and have some more chickens added in. What are other ways we could gather ourselves some good gloppin'? And actually, if I'm gonna put in chickens, I bet I could put another fruit extractor right here, move the sign over, or if I put it here. Ooh, okay. All right, all right. Now we're like onto something. And then let's put another foraging spot right here. Haha! And then we will put the fruit extractor right there, and we will be able to get quite the bonus. Excellent. All right, and I still have one pip who doesn't have anything to do, for crying out loud. We're definitely gonna, like, here, tidy up the village somehow then. Where should, oh, but do I need brick or cobble? Let's just start with the cobble, because there's plenty to go around of that. All right, excellent. Whew. All right, here we go. You know what? Come here, notes. Because if I start killing off our piplings by accident and have to build a graveyard, I should at least make sure I learn something from this event. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of fear domain trying to come on in right now. We're gonna have to remember, as our villages grow and we take on a higher difficulty next time, that we indeed are going to need to keep in mind when the threat becomes high. It becomes high fast, and you need to have big things like theaters or a doctor or a temple to be able to really throw some of the protective essence at the like cataclysmic essence. Or else you just might find your village burning down around your ears, which would just be unfortunate for everyone involved, in my opinion. All right, here we go. It is the day. It is the day where we are going to be inviting in one misfortune event after another. Are we prepared? Oh, who could ever be prepared for something like this? Also, who's... All right. Pixel Swirl, congratulations, my friend. You are going to become one of our glop gloopers because we need many a glop glooped. And then we also have +2 of dwelling within 1. Dwelling building within... Okay. Oh, that's right. We were going to build a house right here, I think. Or, let's see. That one's going to get a boost because it has a tiny house there. I guess I could build another house here, but I think that the brewer... Cobblestone path to dwelling. +1 of fruit maker within 2. Let's see. So then we could put like a fruit maker, a foraging spot somewhere around here. See, there's just so much that needs to be thought and thunk. Also, orbiting and mature is still doing good. All right, well, you know, it doesn't need to be perfect. We just need to keep our piplings alive from one day to the next. Megan, you can take a break from being a hippie because I am worried about that flower supply that we have. And then everyone else, okay, we're gonna take you and focus on gathering berries for now. Thank you very much, Gaming Butter. We need to make sure that we have plenty of berries because apparently I'm going to need more babies because apparently I still do not seem to have enough pips to do all of the jobs that I wish that they could do, which is such a pity. Or should I say such a piply? Oh my gosh, that's kind of cute. Oh no, I shouldn't have come up with that phrase. Whew, all right. Double, triple checking. We're breaking even on the eggs. That's amazing. We're still not working with enough glop to gloop. Wow. We're starting to make just enough hard bread to go around. And you guys ready for this? As the village welcomes a few new children in during these winter days, as they ponder how the elder has warned them about this issue and that issue, and yet obviously everyone has been fine for generation after generation, well, we find ourselves facing down the first of the ripple of cataclysmic threats. And remember, even when we win, sometimes it can still just be a small bad event. Ooh, but we might jog my memory brain beans. Woo! All right. See, it's gonna be like the winter of wonders, not the winter of terror. Could be one, could be the other. All right, what's going down? Alaris, hi. What? Are you gonna leave the village? Alaris thinks they should not stay with the commoners and instead be given a class promotion. Should we allow that? If we politely refuse, we gain some hope, and if we allow them to become the buyer cheese class, well, then we have more soft bread we have to feed. Alaris, lucky you. Oh, the music's all scary. Lucky you, Alaris, that I actually needed somebody to do a new job. You may think that you're about to just wander around like some of our piplings. Well, the music's just like all freaked out. Oh, okay, now it's done. I was really like, Alaris, what's going on? Alaris, guess what? You're going to be stomping grapes with your toes. So I hope that you're glad that you decided that you needed a class upgrade, because there you go. We'll go ahead and start getting you trained. And then I need somebody to come over. Shishirin, come over here, my friend, and you too shall become known as a glop gloop maker. We should have our like lumberjacks lumberjacking as well. I don't know how or why they got, oh, because they were clearing this out for me. Gotcha. All right, so that was not that bad. Just some of our pips kind of fussing about the fact that they wanted to also be part of the buy your cheese class because that looks really like fun, right? Just be able to like get all the cheese you want. Can't really blame them. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and have the other stray pips, since we have plenty of children at the moment, come about and upgrade some of the paths because I'm tired of tripping over the not so well laid down stones, and also so it would look a little bit nicer in the village. Our buy your cheese classes can start working on making their bricks again at the very least. And then we don't have any rebellions going on, thank goodness. We don't really need any blankets at the moment, thank goodness. Let's see. Who's our other? We have our actor. We shall allow our actor to come over. Hannah forever, tell the tale of how clearly I am the wise elder trying to warn everyone of doom and gloom. Then the doom and gloom doesn't happen. Tell that tale so that the villagers shall know that, you know, they still need to listen to me and just be careful about things. Meanwhile, we need to praise Fire Phoenix and also Alini here for their hard-won efforts because we apparently... Okay, Alini, you can actually like take a break because we have a lot of medicine now. Good job. I'm really impressed. And also, who's our doc? Ah, yes, and we can also praise Tara the doc because we now have a ton of health essence. I feel like if a tiny little cold germ tried to float on the wind towards our village, it would just be blasted like some sort of like sci-fi movie thing where it just clears it out of the way. Speaking of clearing things out of the way, it just occurred to me, how are all those new wells doing? Well. So I'm gonna move this, wells right here, yep. Right there. We're still getting that going, which is very important because I do think that where's our water? That we are doing okay on the water, but I would like to see a lot more of it in case like we have a fire or something. But are we alive? We're alive! All right, that's not quite as bad as I feared. This elder's going to take a long sip of this mysterious drink called coffee and watch as our village continues to prosper and look a little bit nicer. We place down this, oh look, that's nice. I'm gonna get a little addicted to just watching those upgrades because it's turning the village of Are We There You into quite the delightful sight. Ooh, and we're gonna jog my little memory beans. Oh my gosh, there goes the glop. I'm so glad we're gonna have more glop gloop makers. That's right, prepare yourselves everyone. I warned you this was going to be the winter of horror. And instead it's going to be the winter of wonders and everyone's going to think I've just absolutely gone bonkers. That's because we're that good. Whoa, who are you? Wait, what's that hat? Hello? Do we know that hat? Do I know you? I don't know you. You have a really fancy hat. A pimp named Deary has reached us from afar. They insist they are a skilled gravedigger. Will we accept them? It's a professional gravedigger has wandered in during the winter. I am unclear on if I should be concerned about that, but I, as elder, will make the executive decision to allow them in because the apocalypse is coming after all. But what an addition to the village. Oh, all right, well, guess what? The next name on the list is Backlog. So Backlog, who has been there literally since day one of our Patreon adventures and has convinced me time after time to return to some of the games and the adventures that we really loved and who I think about every time I even think about Slime Rancher or Pokemon. Welcome, welcome. You are now going to be the gravedigger, digging of the graves. Also, all the wild chickens appear to have disappeared from over here. Uh-oh. Okay, how's that going to affect our population for the Buy Your Cheese group? Well, we'll have to see. But all right, I am going to track down where our professional gravedigger has gone. Maybe, oh, there we go. Okay, so there you are, Backlog. Gonna help out with the whole, like, gathering berries thing. Thanks for that. And then I am going to go ahead and figure out what we are going to tell our piplings to work on next. Like moving this over so we can go ahead and have a good spot to put another seed extractor. And when we come back, we will face down the next set of doom that is attempting to gloom upon our souls. Also, we should probably start working on protective health essence again. Doctor? Thank you, Tara. And I shall see all of you next time with more coffee in my veins and my notes actually properly tended to. Until then, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.